Hello. Today I'm going to take you through how to beat Baron von Grimwick in a solo battle. There was somebody on the Discord who was looking for some help. Excuse me for having a couple of spare items. I got rudely attacked by some bandits from up there. So I'm not going to be fighting with the trinket on. I've got my trinkets not equipped. I'm using cobalt weapons for this, just these two. I've got potions, I've got my mount, and I'm going to bring some wind whirlers with me, just because I found that they can help me. But as I said, I'm not going to be using anything crazy or late game for this, so I'll take you right into it. I'm just going to put in the last of the materials here. Got everything. Before we get going on this, I'm just going to take you through the general gist. When the Baron spawns in, you are carrying these lanterns to all the statues, right? So it's a good idea to carry them to the further ones first. So you'll open up, or not open it, you'll pick it up, and you'll run over here. You can't roll or double jump, otherwise you'll drop it. If you drop it, you want to look down and pick it back up. But you want to carry it over to one of the further ones. If something is to happen, like if you're to get hit and you can't pick it up in time to make it here, then you would run to a closer one. So I'd recommend having room for hotkeys. You don't need a big backpack for this. You can see that I could probably do this with only 4. I'm not going to be using my companion during this. So I'm just using my mount, potions, a bow, and scythe. Because I'm showing you how to do this with not meta weapons. Bows are not meta. Scythes certainly aren't either. This isn't the late game for this area of the map, let alone if you've done Windless Woods content, you have much better weapons. I just want to show you that this is feasible without food, without potions. We're going to pretend that this is my first time to do this. I am here to do it. The cauldron is already prepared. Yes, they are. Okay, so pick it up. And as I said, we're running it to one of the farther away ones first, because it will make it much, much easier. I'm going to show you an example of what happens when you roll while carrying it on the next one. These ones, as you can see by the fire on the ground, the light on the ground. The light on the ground indicates how much time you have left while holding it. You can see that it shrinks. So when you shift and roll, you can see that it got smaller. That's just an effect of it sort of wearing down as time goes on. If you drop it, it will continue to like tick down, but you can still pick it back up and run it in. So here we go. You're going to need to carry the fires over multiple times as the Baron proceeds through multiple stages. He's going to attack you. I would recommend you just tank through it. When you get hit, you will drop it as well. And you might have to do this a bunch of times. Just remember to keep picking it back up. You might need to sidestep them. Just by touching them, you will drop it. This one I don't think I'm going to make it on. That's okay, it happens. Oh, I made it, okay. So if I want to get out of his way, I can just fly up with the wind whirler. And you could drink potions if you were to get high enough up, but your mileage may vary. As you can see, I took damage when I fell. And it's a lot of just sort of drinking potions. They're pretty easy to craft and they're pretty cheap to buy. And once you light all the lamps, he will go into his sort of attack phase. And for this section, I would say be careful of the slimes. If you get lit on fire, you will be taking a lot of damage. Stay on top of your health management. If you don't have a friend who can heal you, it's going to be a whole lot of a struggle. Just staying alive, you know. As you can see, I've gotten pretty close here a couple of times. You have plenty of time to keep attacking him. He's not going to stop being in this phase. So keep on top of keeping the minions out of the way, because they're going to really catch up with you. And yeah, as Baron Grimwick proceeds into his next stage, he's going to be throwing these projectiles. He will not stop throwing projectiles for the duration of this fight. So remember, stay on top of your health. You can always get more. You can't get a second try, or you can get a second try. All you have to do is get materials. So here we go, making it for the second pass. This one's going to go a little bit better, I can already tell. Just because the Baron was sort of already making one of these big arcing paths. So here he is making another big arcing path around, so he's going to probably only hit us once or twice during this one. And those are the ones where it's really easy to get like a long walk, where he's not going to attack you twice during it, since then you're going to run out of time. Once you have the farther ones, the closer ones are pretty easy. So, just want to run this down. Getting pretty low here on health, but that's okay. I'll get some time after he does this sort of animation. After this, he's going to be summoning in these skeleton minions. Oh, I'm getting pretty low here. Oh, there goes the Ember Slimes. Remember that rolling will save you health. I'm just choosing to tank here a lot with my potions. If you're lower on potions, if you run out during the fight, if you roll right as the instant you're about to get attacked, you can just completely avoid taking damage. So you can do that while you're carrying a lantern. You will drop it, but you can really do it at any time. Okay. So, Baron Grimwick's going to start attacking again. This is his last stage. You can see that he's summoning skeletons. And this is going to be a pretty tight last phase, but I have confidence that we can get this done. With more players, I believe that more skeletons will spawn, but I have not fought it enough in multiplayer to know for sure. Yeah, just keep calm. I don't know, sometimes I like to just whack them. And if you have other friends, if you have trinkets, if you have like the necrotic prism, I think that your skeletons can take the aggro of the boss. So here we go, we're about to enter the last phase. Wonder what that is. Anyways, so hop right into it. Low on health. Just keep an eye on it. It might take you a couple of tries to get beating them on your first try, but not like having to collect extra materials, that is. Oh, so yeah, here I am, out of materials, out of potions. And there we go, we've beaten them. I did die doing it, but we got him. And I think that I came in with like 50 some odd potions. So you might want to bring more than that. But yeah, I don't know. Bring lots of potions. And if you do it with like food buffs, you'll do better. If you bring potions, you'll do better. Usually I use a stone skin potion at the very least, if not a focus one. You don't have to stay super on top of applying them. You just have to make sure that your health stays full. if you've completed the Windless Woods content, the Druidic Amulet will really help. I tended to use the Ring of Vitality though. You can get that on Azura. Basically, any trinket will help. The Necrotic Prism, though, I was a big fan of when I was doing this a lot because you can summon in the skeletons, which will take the sort of focus off of you because there's other things to attack. So, yeah. Thanks for joining me. That's all I've got for you.